Hunger is the longest-running problem mankind has faced. Through most of human history, a majority of people have not had enough food to eat or clean water to drink. America is lucky today, in that very few of its citizens are actually hungry or starving. We have an overabundance of food. We've gotten to the point as a nation where even the poorest can be obese. However, hunger is a very real problem in the developing world. Hunger is the #1 health concern in the world, killing more people every year than any other disease. As the population increases, reasonably so will man's need for food. One of the main problems is many of the developing countries do not have access to the sorts of technologies that the Western world has, that they would need to increase yields. And this is where Norman Borlaug comes in.
I want to see science serve a useful purpose to improve the standard of living for all people.
Most of the people watching this video right now have never heard of Norman Borlaug, but he has had arguably one of the biggest impacts of any human being in history. Norman Borlaug has won the Nobel Peace Prize and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. He's also been directly involved in the saving of 1 billion people from starvation. Borlaug was an agricultural scientist who was born in 1914. Borlaug received his master's degree and doctorate in plant pathology from the University of Minnesota. After earning his doctorate, he began work as a microbiologist for DuPont. Borlaug began his work on the Green Revolution when he was assigned to organize the Cooperative Wheat Research and Production Program in Mexico in 1944. He had incredible success there in discovering a strand of higher yielding and more disease-resistant wheat. Borlaug then worked to expand his success in Mexico to other parts of the world. His goal was to at least temporarily slow down the effects of overpopulation by giving the hungry access to food. He worked to spread new, genetically enhanced cereal grains to countries all over the world. He spread seeds as well as synthetic fertilizers and pesticides to Latin America, Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. This series of initiatives that went until the late 1960s became known as the Green Revolution. The only new technological advancement of the Green Revolution was the new strain of wheat Borlaug had discovered. Other than that, scientists were merely helping developing countries access technology and irrigation methods the West had been taking for granted for years. The new strain of wheat produced much more food than traditional wheat varieties, and it is much more efficient at carrying out photosynthesis. The scientists involved in the Green Revolution were able to put this new wheat to good use, feeding millions of people. Like any other movement, the Green Revolution is not without its detractors. Many criticize the Green Revolution for its use of dangerous synthetic pesticides and fertilizers. These pesticides especially are thought to have negative health impacts on the people who eat the food and negative effects on the environment. Others draw issue with how this creates a westernization of traditional diets by encouraging these developing countries to rely mostly on cereal grains, like America does now. There is also an issue with the lack of success in the movement in countries like Africa. Although they experienced minor success, it was nothing like Mexico or India. Corruption and lack of willingness to cooperate are often blamed for lack of success in Africa. Whatever complaints people have about the Green Revolution, it's hard to deny that the world and lives of people in developing countries are better off now than they would have been without the Green Revolution. Without the Green Revolution, an estimated billion would be dead and even more would be suffering. Borlaug was very interested in the future of his research. He understood that although his work was very important, he could only do so much in his short life. He also worked towards training new generations of scientists through the International Maize and Wheat Improvement Center. Sadly, Borlaug passed away in 2009. However, amazing advancements in biology are coming to light all the time. Recently, scientists have synthesized the first living cell with self-replicating DNA. The possibilities of the new technology are practically limitless. As biological technology advances, so too will opportunities for humanitarians like Borlaug and others involved in the Green Revolution. Mankind is a species whose ingenuity is completely unmatched. Perhaps this biotech revolution is what man needs to finally solve world hunger. Either way, it is a truly fascinating time to be alive on this planet.
You can't build a peaceful world on empty stomachs and human misery.